is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, for Tasha C TV, and also for the Tasha C Show. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, this is my third take. I just did a take before, and I did one on midnight, whatever, trying to give you day 27 of my 365 video journey, okay? Basically an auto video / a podcast. Another bonus podcast. Here's why. Mercury Retrograde, it is shenanigans. Mercury Retrograde best. This is totally different how I'm going to start it. I was sending a video to let y'all know that I was going to be probably a couple days late. First, I thought it was going to be 1 day late because I was going to review, and I'm still going to review Real Housewife of Atlanta. I'm going to give it one more try and take it from there. You know how, be a few people that be like obsessed and be I'm teenage you, but you did this and whatever, and they be obsessed like they get on the they getting paid, they on the PR, or getting paid for whatever, or they relate to these people and they been in contact with, because you can be related to somebody that don't mean y'all close, but you know what I'm saying. But that was also a reason why it made it annoying to sometimes review it, and I'm not the only one who felt that way. Some of my YouTube cousin, all the other creators who I have watched also review this show. Hey, I got to give the disclaimer, because there's some people who with this show and some other shows who act like if you disagree with somebody, and then sometimes even say people who are podcasters, so which is very rare, or they have their so-called feminists or whoever, and if they don't like what you say, even though you're going by your perspective of what you see, interpret, some of them be going a little too hard. Okay, some of them go on hard, period, which is unnecessary. But let me continue. So, y'all, I was going to do it later on today, because I talked about my last video, showing finally my lovely face for the week. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I did one midnight. And this is what happened. It just happened again. I was at the 8-minute mark, so it wasn't a whole 12 minutes. But again, I was actually in the middle of doing a podcast. And unless there's a feature, which I doubt it is, sometimes, say, if y'all ever edit a video or audio, or, merge and combine more than one, piece of file together and add it in or whatever, it don't have to say YouTube. You can do that for other stuff. So I remember one time I stopped a video podcast before, and I had to do it all over again because I wanted to add it on. I just changed. That was different. I think I had stopped in one day. I actually completed it, and then I wanted to add some more stuff in. And then I realized, I can't merge those both together, those two podcasts. So this one, y'all, this was totally different. Sometimes 3 is a charm or more, okay? Y'all get what y'all get. If it's cut off, I might put in the description. If not, okay. But here's what happened. Now, I was in the middle of talking about people with the power reviews, and I was cooling my YouTube cousin, the first person I always will mention him, because he was my first person who supported me when I was doing YouTube, who found me on here, was actually Mike B. Mike B, and you might put 801 and find his channel. You'll see my cousin with his handsome face and lovely locks in the photograph. Okay, so anyway, looking serious like an R&B cover, or I mean, he's actually a great singer, just to let you know that. I mean, he's humble about that. I don't think he's given no singing songs on time, but he actually is, he's got a nice voice on him too, okay? So, anyways, y'all, I was talking about, I know I was waiting, I ain't gonna lie, because Mike B, is great. I mean, great videos, most of his videos are reviews and commentary, sometimes story times, and sometimes he does have a podcast he's on, and he hasn't done a while with his boy JT. They have a channel too. I don't know why I can't think about it in a moment, but they haven't done that in months. And sometimes they take breaks like that, and I'm used to that personally. He does a podcast with Novelty as well. So it's kind of like he has 3 channels, but sometimes he's consistent on all of them, and sometimes you might get the most, of course, is his main channel, unless he's taking breaks, just because life happens. But it was hilarious, y'all, because I was actually going to YouTube to try to click to see if he did, or, if he already had the power his power review for this mid season. Because I know he got a lot to say. Okay, because usually he gives us his commentary. It don't matter and everything else. But that this time, y'all, when I went to go click on it, accidentally it played a video. So when you say like play, I guess a media file, and I didn't mean to do that. I just meant to click, on the channel, just the channel itself. So what it did, it stopped the recording. Say thank you to want to share automatically. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I just did it again. I was like clicking on a channel itself because it was like, the first feature was kind of like either recommendations and sometimes includes people that you already watch you might be interested to watch. It was a show, it was a channel show, so forth, that I've seen, and I was like, what, they got a new video up? And you know how sometimes YouTube, and this is before the Mercury Retrograde problem technology. So sometimes actually how the notifications, I talk about the subscribe problem and stuff like that. So sometimes that occurs. And so I was up here looking, you know what I'm saying? I was up there trying to look again. So it just did y'all again. I did the same thing I did earlier midnight, really like this morning, midnight take a look, really at midnight time, nighttime. Okay. The same thing. Where it was like, thank you, come again, this is, done with the podcast, y'all. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm going to try this one more time, but I am going to let y'all know I'm done like a turkey. A full, complete turkey. Not like Turkey, the episode of Martin Classic, November the 21st, 1993. The only reason I remember this information, I do sometimes remember dates or years and stuff like that, but the only reason why I remember this now, because the last podcast, the second tip I just did, where I try to recap, I actually went to the IMDb page of the episode, and I forgot and remembered, actually, God rest his soul, that John Potts Witherspoon was in that particular episode, and he was playing Martin, one of his uncles, whatever, where his son was like trying to be Eddie Murphy, Rich, just like, and then he had the theme in hands, and it was, remember, Gina, I think that was the episode that Gina was like, the turkey, and that traumatized, it was hilarious, but it was traumatized that Martin fell the hell out, and the turkey looked like it was done, and then it started bleeding. I was like, oh my god. I still remember that. And then they had on the tribute that John Witherspoon, John Witherspoon and Martin and Gina were all in Boomerang. And I forgot actually Gina was, in the beginning, kind of like talking to Marcus, Eddie Murphy's character, a couple times. And also remember that Martin and Gina were also together. I don't know they interacted that much. I don't remember that, even though House Party is a classic. Even though, they're trying to revise that too. Reboot that as well. Actually, Gina Martin, like I said, were in that as well together. So, that's... That's what, like I said, I'm done like a turkey. This HS, like I said, besides, I don't know if it's like an abscess under, I don't want to like scare y'all wherever my hydrolyzer or HS or be saying, but y'all already, and I also have the chronic fatigue due to the HS. I'm one of those people who has that as well, like a lot of energy. So me just, even though just cleaning and washing the dishes, that took a toll, y'all, where I'm aching as if I sat there, was physically active majority of the day, went to work out and stuff like that. So my body's aching, y'all. So the Real Housewife of the Real Housewife of Atlanta review will not be up until maybe tomorrow, hopefully. But I will be on there. I'm sorry, y'all, for tomorrow, whether I make it or not. I'm going to get my best for Greenleaf season finale tomorrow night. And I still want to do 90 Days to season 7 as well. But I had to give a disclaimer, y'all, because I'm just like Ashley Miller and, a couple people. And like I said, I'm giving Real House 11 one more time. Because there's some people that show other shows that investors, if they're in the payroll, or it's them, even though you're giving your own perspective, even if it's not this. I'm just I'm watching the show. Okay, y'all, I'm not team this person here, team this person that, whatever. But there's some people who like I said, they like to crip walk on the keyboards, and they take it too far as you need to do this, you need to do this. No, I don't feel that way. And then, like I said, I hate to see if they want to payroll for some of these folks, the way they be dedicated on trying to come after you over these shows. Okay, y'all. So I'm just gonna go there, review what I do, and I keep on going. And that's it. That's why, like I said, because it's been a couple people who had to give, like I said, I just never gave a disclaimer, but I had people where you had, or people who act some type of way because you don't agree with this person, or you don't like this person they, like or possibly worship. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I mean, it's very few people who do that, but it's just, I'm just gonna give it. I'm gonna give it one more, give it one more try, and maybe if it's worth it, I may do another season or something like that. Maybe even include Potomac. I don't know. I haven't been doing that neither. But yeah, y'all, like I said, I am beat. And I'm not talking about beat in terms of I got makeup on. And it's successful. Oh, like I said, y'all, I'm aching. I mean, it's like I kind of think like, I'm debating on should I take an Epsom salt bath today. That's the way I feel, y'all. But other than that, that's really how much is going on. I'm also just let you know about Mercury Retrograde shenanigans, and possibly, like I said, me, not coming on here for an extra day or two or whatever, because my body is aching. But I know my limitations now. So, anyway, y'all, hugs and loves, and I'll see you next week. I want to say happy birthday to my Mister again. You never know, he might be watching. His mama, his mama, my Robert. That's his mama might let him listen to it. I don't know, but happy birthday to you. He's a big old 6-year-old. Okay. Oh, these kids are growing up so fast. But anyway. Oh, yeah, like I said, it's only 12:50. It really, still gotta get used to this 1 hour behind. Even though it's good, it's like it's almost really technically originally would be 2 o'clock, but it's about to be 1 o'clock. But like I said, y'all, I'm laying in bed. I'm just like a zombie from Thriller, and like I said, it would be no videos today. Besides, I want to listen to this podcast. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to go back to regular schedule program the earliest. Like I said, I'm not gonna wait long for the green leaf. But like I said, the Real House of Atlanta, and if you're waiting for the 90 days, they'll be delayed too as well. And y'all, like I said, y'all, not like y'all waiting to hold y'all breath, but I'll get to it someday to do the real the Love and Lockup, because I'll do this week or probably hope we get it by done next week. Because even now, unless it's the season finale, then yeah, but I'm slowly taking my time with that, and I already told y'all that I'm not taking my time, whatever. And also, too, is this supposed to be Undercover Brother 2. I actually liked the first Undercover Brother. And Burning King, I talked about that movie before, where I seen previews of it. It's under Avery Devise, like, movie company, where they distribute, like, I think, different films, but it's like, the directors, are like, you know, melanated people. I'll say it as that. And it was an interesting movie coming out called Burning King. They'll have limited movie released and stuff. So hopefully y'all want to like hear me talk about those two movies. I possibly would do those as well. And it may not be a full spoiler. It may just be like a little tad bits. Like I said, I know this is, and I've done before, where I don't give like, unless it's a movie on TV, I don't usually give like a full spoiler of some movies in most cases. The few that I have done, except like I said, like the TLC movie that came out like 7 or 8 years ago. That's the only one I think I did. I did a full movie review. I like just get tidbits. But like I said, if y'all already watched, which is a great movie, Dolomite is My Name, which is kind of like a biography movie starting like where Eddie Murphy plays Ray Moore, also known as the Godfather of Rap, Dolomite, and so forth. That y'all watch the movie because it is entertaining, funny, and kind of the beginning of the character Dolomite, and the first one with Dolomite, and the making of Dolomite. But it's kind of like behind this, it's just really a hilarious and entertaining and inspirational movie. besides all the cussing and, nudie scenes and stuff like that. But it's still a good movie, and it's inspirational. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, looking like it inspires. Because it does. But anyway, y'all, don't check that movie and look at my review. You ain't gonna get the full review, but, it'll be a couple, like, little scenes, but I'm not gonna give you the whole. I'm just gonna give you a little sample. I'm gonna give you a little appetizer in it. But anyway, y'all, hugs, let y'all enjoy Monday, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all may see my face eventually cover soon, but y'all, I am, like, going to take a nap. I am done, okay? Anyway, y'all, see y'all in the next one. Hugs and love. And hopefully, okay, yeah, I'm able to finish this one. I was going to get scared again. I'm like, okay, do I have to take 4? Anyway, hugs and loves, y'all. God bless. See y'all in the next vid.